Hola. Again, both of these have finished uploading now, so I am, making another video, guys. Not on this server, maybe later. I will just show my beautiful, worlds that I have here. Yeah. Okay, so I think the more important ones, so right here we have mini games. If you can't tell, this is the world where I make all my terrible mini games. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is gonna render terribly, because I already know since I'm watching my videos, it is very choppy. Very sorry about that. And I know I have the mic quality to fit it. So, anyways, this is the little mini game. It's just Spleef. It's a very easy iteration of it too. Very common one. I just used freaking command blocks, so it was automated. Essentially, it's just a bunch of command blocks. I'm just explain. I don't know why I'm going crazy. There's a bunch of command blocks to automatically do everything. So something that I made a player system, and you can view your players. Like currently, I'm player 3, apparently. Yeah, I'm player 3, and if I'm not, there you go. I'm player 3. But you can't tell. It's just tags and stuff. It's easily just removing the tag from each player and adding that tag. It's from the nearest player, and it will remove the tags from everybody else so that no two people can be the same thing. And in case you're wondering, it is actually important about the tag things because it will spawn you in one of these 4 quarters of the map. Yeah, which quarter it spawns you in is dependent on your actual thingamabobber, your player, whatever player you are. So like, I'm player 3 just because it's yellow, I guess. So yeah, I'm player 3. Sorry, my cat's on my computer right now. What? What? Freya? That's her name. It's just Freya. Yeah. Anyways, I mean, my cat probably is okay with me saying her name. Anyways, obviously it's not very well made. I just kind of threw everything together. So, I think it'd be better to make it so that none of the command block outputs come out. Command block output false. So now it just shows what's actually intended. Cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and start. You can't tell, it's just spleefing. And these are all titles and stuff. I should probably go on survival, but these are all titles and stuff. Like, alright, this is an action bar, and you cannot put an exclamation mark, so I just had to put this in all caps. So, yeah, it's just very common stuff. I don't know if there's a better way of doing that, but just to make it in this vicinity, and I don't want to do crazy coding. But essentially, just imagine I'm in it. So, I just gave you haste, because I can't change the attribute of every single person's block breaking speed. Just, there's no at A for that. It has to be a specific person. So essentially, it's just spleef. There's not much to say about it. You can just spleef each other. Everything should be equal in how far down each thing is. So you can spleef people like this from below. Which, yeah, that might be not the best, but if you're just 2 players, you just win, basically. It's just pretty annoying. But let's say you're all the way down here and they're still all the way up there, because you somehow fell in one of your own holes or something. Well, I also gave you some snowballs, so I don't know if any person's really played the console edition of Bedrock. If you play it on a console, it'll bring up that really old, the little Legacy Edition type thing. And there is a spleef option on there. And my personal favorite was always the snowball. Because you can either have your regular thing where it's just, then you also have the snowball variant. The snowball variant of your, like, attacking, you could break blocks with it, and you could also throw them. So, and that would break blocks, obviously. You can't tell. And it does that too. Here, I made it break blocks. You only get 3 because it'd be kind of overpowered if you get like a billion of them. Yeah, if you just if you miss all of them, that's your fault. You shouldn't have You shouldn't have missed all of them, man. Anyways, yeah, it's just got some levels. It's got basic design and everything. I can just fly through like this. So it's just a really basic design. You know, you got like up here, it's just a base area, and then you finally get next walls. It's just some ores and stuff, an abnormal amount. Yeah, I know, but I need to put details. Then you got a little tough, like, oh, ooh, what is this? You stumbled upon like a secret thing. I don't know, some like dungeon or something. It's the trial chambers, but made out of tough. So you break this, and now you get into this area, which I put creeper faces in here for some reason. I don't know. It's got like a bit of a design, and now you got this floor, and then below that's the lava. Almost, it's almost the lava. If you can't tell, there is, you know, there's an extra level down here. It's a little buggy. I forgot to change something, but essentially, all of this would be lava. It'd be up here, and then there's more lava down here. So, yeah, and then that's the real final level. I'll fix this in a second, but, yeah. I'll probably fix this, like, later, whenever I get back on, but, okay, before I just try to kill myself. Like that. Here, well, what's something I can do? Here, air, just fill it with structure void. Actually, that will probably work. Oh, and also, you can't get an extra amount of anything because it clears the inventory of specifically these items. And since it's a world with only this, obviously. But you might think, oh, why would I use a pickaxe if it's, you know, just my hands? Well, I can't attribute your block's breaking speed, so you still break stone really slowly, but you can automatically break dirt stuff. So all this, and then like, oh no, now you're in here. That is the reason why I have to change it up, because you can actually break structure voids. Yeah, I'm breaking them right now. You see? That's the whole point of them replacing it, but I don't know, maybe that's just an aspect, just like the magic. And you can just attack people with that. So that's just a really simple version of Spleef. So yeah, just really simple, easy, you know. I think it was easy because, you know, I didn't really want to make much stuff. And I got all the command whatever is in here. Not all of them, because, you know, there's way more than that, but most of the stuff that I used, essentially. I don't know what I'm doing with that. So if I now, next world, I guess. Showing off our world. Showing off my world. So I think Redstone. Yeah, this is another great world. Oh yeah, this is some weird thing I was testing out because I saw it. It's like an X-ray. Just like, here, just back up. X-ray, and it works on older editions too. I didn't tell you this though. Don't even worry about it. This is just a really bad TNT cannon. I wanted to see if I could make something out of amethyst buds, but I don't know how to use. I don't really know how to make TNT cannons. And then this is a really, really bad arrow cannon because I wanted to see if I could make a compact one. It would be way more compact, but I added like 2 extra layers just to make it stronger. Whoops. So it just has powder snow and stuff, so it'll be slower down, and you will die from this. Well, never mind. Apparently, you don't die. I suck, but it's a terrible thing, kind of. It just shoots an arrow really far. And I got this really weird contraption here. Oh, wow, that was very lucky. Anyways, oh, I must have accidentally deleted that. It doesn't work all the time. You get into the water. It's like, I don't know, they used to go really, oh man, I forgot I had no HP. It used to be very common to see some contraption that made you go like everywhere. Back in ye old time, am I right? Anyways, oh Hold on, I really need to set up a freaking delay for this. I know why it's not working. There is absolutely no delay. So it's just, it's literally just doing it the second that I actually go over there. So basically builds a platform for me. There you go. See, right there, perfectly fine now. So now you just get funneled into the water. Essentially, somebody could just prop you up on one of these and then just send you away. And you get sent to a billion different places. Oh no, lava. Oh, it's water. Save me. It's straight into the void, if you can't tell. I'm just gonna die. It's just straight into the void. I had nowhere else to put it, so I didn't know where I wanted to put that. This is just a little clutching area, so like if I want to practice on how to clutch or something, you just grab like a bajillion things. Like you can just go up here. I missed that, I know, but like you get a bunch of different a jillion different clutches or something or other. I have no idea how I would even clutch this one. I just made this one for funsies, basically. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Well, yeah, I died. So, apparently I waterlogged that. That was a flaw. That's a pretty big flaw. You know, just waterlogging the wrong thing. Anyways, let's just go to this one. This is supposed to emulate like a cavern. I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's taking forever. This is barely faster. It's supposed to emulate like a cave, and you just fell. You know, you can do a pretty easy clutch like that. So it's just nice and simple. Yeah, I should stand creative. So yeah, and there's just this is whenever the minecart thing came out. I was going crazy with all the minecart stuffies, you know. How you could have it infinitely going. Yeah, railgun. That's what it was. That's what people turned it into. So that fixes the railgun. Just throw it in there. Where is it? Yeah, so you could like throw a minecart with somebody in there, something in there, something or other. Just like TNT, for example. And you know, it's experimental minecarts. Is what this originally the world was for, just me to test this out. Is that the fastest it can go? Where max minecart speed? A billion. I know this is taking a while. I have no idea. Anyways, yeah, you can just launch it. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. It used to go way farther, but I don't know. Maybe it does go farther, and that's just TNT minecarts. Who knows? I have no idea personally. This is just some weird. This is just some weird mob farm I made because they have the obscure mechanic to walk towards things. What you call it? It's a really obscure mechanic. They try to walk towards. Okay, I no wonder this doesn't work. Anyways, these are supposed to be active, and mine carts with hopper mine carts. That can just be like that, I guess. I don't know. I'm just making some quick adjustment so it's, you know, it'll grab stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? Just like fill up all of them. There you go. Now it works, and it'll take up all of the weird things, so it doesn't flood up my freaking thing. Anyways, this is useless. It's already been 15 minutes. Nobody wants to see that. Yeah. Also, this doorbell is terrible. Yeah, you can. It's just a doorbell. It's literally just hooked up to a doorbell. Like, what do you want? What do you want me to say? Anyways, next world. It's just basically my command block world now. It was originally just called Morph with Commands because it's a lot of morphing. If you can't tell, I like command blocks. I wouldn't say I'm the best at dealing with them, but I definitely like them. I have a bunch of little extra things so I can just set the time and weather to whatever. And just clear all my attributes and everything. Slash game will have false. Just so you don't have to see every single command block here, you know. But essentially, so this is a chicken. You become a chicken. You get the speed of a chicken. You got the strength, and ignore the warden back there. You just get you're just a chicken. That's all I can say. It'd be better if you weren't visible, but you can't really do that anymore. So slash. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing that. I literally have the whole thing over here. Anyways, basically, as a chicken, you wouldn't really be able to wear like a chest plate or something, would you? I mean, that might be controversial, but essentially, I made it so you can only wear boots, and if you lose, you just lose everything else. So yeah, too bad, but you just lose it. But essentially, you just get to do that. You just kill everything, so it'll disconnect everything. Then I'll save this one for last. That one's the best one personally. And you got this. Yeah, it gives you that, and I already have it at 90. That's what I keep it at. And yeah, it's just like you break it, like maybe faster, you attack faster. You're just really small. You get, and also you take a lot of damage from falling. Just one block too. And also you can just see through walls if you get too close, but that's just because of Minecraft. And you know what? They nerfed enough. Oh yeah, you also can't really reach blocks that well. But it's just whatever. Anyways, now we have the giant. This is my personal favorite. It's all of this is very terribly made. So you get the whole whatever that I put in here. There's a health bar that's linked to your health. So yeah, and you attack slowly. You can break blocks faster because you do a lot of damage. And here's another example. You can walk up certain things, and you can also jump really high. It's like I can scale these trees really easily. I also have a really high safe fall distance. Anyways, here's just an example of what you can do. I'll just summon an iron golem after this, I guess, because it's really hard. That's the whole point. It's supposed to be difficult to do this because you get all these buffs, and it's just kind of difficult to like play the game normally. Like, it's not all good, but anyways. If you can't tell, I also have hunger. I have speed and slowness. It's so like it's so I run fast. It looks different. It changes something about the animation. I have absolutely no idea what it does, but at the time it did something. But I also have perpetual hunger and then hunger 2 for a second. It's because there's no way to stimulate you needing to eat a lot more food, but you not being hungry for a long time. So I just made it so you have hunger 2 periodically. and you do lose hunger slower, just so you know. It is actually, you do actually do that, but essentially, oops, essentially, I already have sticks. Anyways, basically, you already have okay, I don't know where I'm going with this. Ignore that. But yeah, you get hunger occasionally, and you will lose hunger. But yeah, you get a lot more damage, and you might also realize sometimes it's negative attack speed, but the second you use it, oh, it actually has attack speed. That is because the reason that this freaking command block chain is just so long is because every single item has its own attack speed, so you still are slow, like you still raise it up slowly like a giant, and then you do more damage. But essentially, it's you know, because it's so big, you know, like look, I do way more damage with this. This is really great gameplay, but yeah, and you basically can just always hit things while they're far away. Oops. And the dude's dead immediately. So, as you can see, it is pretty good. And just with the base thing, like, I can go ahead and make me an iron sword now, conveniently. So now I can just go ahead and summon an iron golem again. Yeah, I can just, like, kill it super fast. I don't know what the point of this is, but I don't know why I'm, like, explaining all of this. Like, why I'm going so meticulously. Like, this video is gonna be like 30-40 minutes long, basically. But so you killed it super fast. So yeah, there's no restriction with armor or anything. I don't like. This is all with commands. None of this is like with a data pack or anything, because I'm not downloading anything. So now there is a word map over there. I am not fighting that. There's no way. So slash. So I'm just gonna summon a mannequin as an example. This is what a regular player's health would be, and you can already two-shot them if they're not wearing anything with just this, because it's not supposed to be fair. It's just supposed to be like you're supposed to be as if the giant was as if this was a person. That's what I think it would be. Also, you are exactly the same height, down to the same pixel ratio. I did a bunch of measurements, and yeah, this guy has 100 health, by the way. You can kill him pretty fast too. You only have like 50 health or 25 health. I actually have no idea. I'm not sure, but you got a lot of health too. See, I already did. So, bunch of health, and I just realized you haven't really seen me lose any health, so you don't have no idea. You have no idea if it's actually linked, but there you go. You see, so it is properly linked. And something else that's really good is, where is it? Mace. So this takes forever to freaking get it up. You know, it has excuse me. Oh, we're not in the range of the command blocks. Yeah, that is a major issue, but that's just because it's Minecraft. We're in the range now, so I'm holding it. Come on. So a really nice buff is that since you jump so high, you can just hit a billion slams with the mace. So it is essentially the absolute best weapon that you could ever have. And now you aren't like stronger than the warden or anything. You're not like overpowered, because even with the mace and everything, you're not that strong. Because I had before I gave myself full netherite. Excuse me. Jeez Louise, I'm grabbing the wrong thing. Gave myself full netherite. I didn't enchant anything, but I also gave myself a sword and, you know, mace and stuff, and I tried to fight the warden, so slash summon warden, and it's still overpowered. So I'm actually gonna enchant some of this stuff. I don't know. Here you go. That will. Who knows? Anyways, now we have density 5. And some fire aspect too. You know. So now should be way stronger. And remember, I have full netherite and everything, and that's even with all the buffed up HP and damage. You still can't beat the Warden. The Warden's supposed to be strong, so it's not really a fight boss. But even with this, you see, absolutely nothing. I'm doing absolutely no damage. Well, I probably am doing good damage, like it's probably almost dead, but it's doing way more damage to me, is what I'm saying. But if you get it down, you can probably hit it every single time. Anyways, you get the point. Here, where's the... There. So, yeah. And you can also hit blocks farther and stuff if you can tell. There you go. So that's technically everything here, but I also have some other stuff you might have noticed in like other videos. I have a bunch of items in my saved hotbars, stuff, you know, like freaking enchanted fireworks. It's basically just overpowered items. I just got me. If you can't tell, everything is maxed out. It has every single enchantment maxed out. So except for some like things like only one of the maces have wind burst because you will go flying into the sky, and only the spear has whatever because lunge because you'll fly. But I have like all this stuff. It's kind of corny. It has this has these kind of corny descriptions and lore and stuff. And oh wait, I don't even need to do this. Hold on. I can just, since it's my hotbar, I can just use my hotbar loader. So if you can't tell, they're called like true skeletons, whatever. It's literally the only reason it's actually called that is because it's based off of, if anybody knows what a skeleton key is, essentially it's a key that can open any door, works on anything, which I personally like the concept of. And so I just everything is a true skeleton, whatever, because it's saying that it can do anything essentially, you know. And then yeah, I got all the random names, and it's just overpowered stuff. That's literally all it is. Yeah, it just looks nice. But that's in case anybody was literally wondering why do you have that stuff? Ooh. That's why. What the? I dropped my sword somewhere. My sword is gone. Oh, never mind. I'm just stupid and moved it up there. Here, but here's another thing. And wrong one. That. Okay. So something I also made was a it's just a really overpowered firework. This is the strongest iteration of a firework you can get. And it does in fact shoot 256 explosions, and you can in fact like two-shot a warden with it. And also instantly kill anything with it. But yeah, it's all of these are just incredibly overpowered versions. Like here's the here's the example of what I was talking about, the lunge. And also something really weird. Apparently, if you do put a high enough what's it called? I forget what it's called. Multi-shot on a bow, it works. Like whatever version I was in that I was doing it at least worked because I was shooting, you know, arrows and it went in every direction. And here's an example of this. It did that. Yeah, sorry for the terrible audio, but here actually. So yes, it did that with the bow instead. But yeah, so I don't know how some of that happens, but some of it I do. But yeah, if you can't tell, it has a bunch of unnecessary enchantments. It's just because it's good because all the lore and stuff's at the very end. So I have a fire caller is what it's called technically. Yeah, you don't really. It's just a firework. So it's just a firework that's enchanted basically, and you can just instantly kill anything with it. But the thermonuclear bomb has this really fun mechanic. You use it, you crash into anything, it just activates it. Oh my gosh, that's so laggy. But yeah, that's literally all it is. So like I can summon not the Ender Dragon, that'll break everything, but a Warden again, I guess. And you can see I can just easily kill this thing. I'm saying that as if I'm not dying, but I also had this. It does have 65. You can raise the stack whenever you grab it, but just a strong version of that. No, I probably wouldn't be losing as much HP if I had my freaking thing on chestplate. And yes, if you are wondering, if anybody knows, you can load uh fireworks in there, and it shoots out the firework. It'll explode and do its thing. So what happens if you put the thermonuclear bomb with 256 large ball explosions in it? Lag. That's what happened. But yes, it is actually possible. And just so you know, it's not like 10. It's not like, oh, you should have done like 10,000. 256 is the limit. That's the maximum you can do. So I don't know if this will corrupt the audio or anything, but prepare for lag. Yeah, it does a lot. And I'm gonna stop right there. But as you can tell, I can just do that, kill everything instantly, essentially. So I have also just a little survival world. This is the survival world I play on personally. Now let's leave the Nether. But this is my survival world. This is just a little survival world I have. I made some really quick thing. I never build. Oh my gosh, stop lagging. Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. I never build whenever I'm playing my world, so the entire goal of this world was for me to actually start building more often. And I also used something that people really don't like a lot of the time, stripped oak logs to give it that like beige interior. And I also have Barry in here. This is Barry. I caught him at like the start of the world, and I don't exactly know what day it is. I forget how to tell. But it is day something. I got the storage room. Everything is still marked on my with signs because in case I wanted to show it to anybody, and also just so I don't forget because I'm probably gonna forget. Here I have a notepad of what everything. I have a notepad of everything. So the house has its theme is wood based, modern-ish house in the wood style, whatever that's supposed to mean, cabin-esque. Feels like home. Color palette is tan, beige, brandy, and khaki. Then for all the rooms, it's got blacksmith slash workshop, master bedroom, spare bedroom, ground level bathroom, a kitchen, a dog dune, which is just where all the dogs live. It's just kind of I need a little funny name for it, a little cool name. Room for Barry, 2 or 3 upstairs levels. I have 3 of them, I think. I don't know. I have 2 basement levels. I have a jail. I have storage room, a secret superhero base. I have a dining room, and also the decor is just a lot of potted plants, chairs, tables, desks, shelves, and books, which I do have all of these. If you can't tell. So yeah. So I got storage room. I'll show most of the house. This is the master bedroom. This is where I sleep. Yeah, I got a little desk over here. Lots of potted plants. I love potted plants. So first we'll go upstairs, I think. So this whatever. Here's the dog dune, and I got the kitchen right here. Got the stairs, outer rim. It just goes to this thing. And then this is the spare bedroom. I really like it. It's got a nice little closet in here too. Personally, I like it. And upstairs now I got the cat castle. It's just a castle. I had a bunch of shelves and stuff. You can come up here and see the kind of thing. I know it said like a cabin and stuff, but I also wanted it to kind of be a castle. That was only made after I started making the build, because all that stuff before was just what I thought, but now I started making it like that. But yeah. So I think that's upstairs now. I'm trying to be quick. But now we got downstairs. This is a workshop, Tater's workshop, because I'm a potato, obviously. That's what the whole thing is. But it's got one of these little things. I thought, the first thing I saw whenever I saw oh my gosh. First thing I thought whenever I saw the spruce shelves, I was like, this would be really good for like a barrel, to purge, to do the water stuff in, dip your sword in and stuff. Then we got jelly on here. I personally like it. Oh yeah, this is a funny little name. I don't know if you've ever seen things like choral, which pronounced like church or something. It was a thing back then, and essentially, it's you pronounce and how to pronounce this as jail is the J from bridge. You get A from hay. I couldn't have thought of any other words for some reason for hay and lumber, or for the A and the L. So you get J A L. That's literally all this. I have no idea why I'm doing any of this. Anyways, I got the jailer's key ring, which is even harder to pronounce. Got a bunch of keys, you know. I had a bunch of horse armor, and here's the skeleton key, which could open anything. And then you got these. You got your rooms here. Nothing really weird about them. They all have their own little thing, you know. And you got your thing in here too. I personally like them. It was a lot barren before, then I added some extra stuff. So I think that's most of the house, isn't it? So let me just go down the check marks. So, yeah, you've seen. Okay, okay. I think the only thing we haven't seen yet is the secret superhero base, which I will reveal. I reveal that. You might notice up here, you can get up here, and there is, in fact, a minecart here. You just have to kind of look until it's there. It is. Now you can get in here. Oh yeah, and if you can't tell, none of this has creative mode. And you get the birch boy because I used a lot of birch in this, and I do not personally like birch, but use after this, I think I like birch for some of this stuff. And this is where my full set of diamond armor is because I also have I have diamond tools, you know. And then you just escape through here. That's literally the whole point. And there's string there in case you're wondering. But yeah, it's just a really simple house. I personally like it. Think it looks good, nice detailed. Oh, actually something you haven't seen is the bathroom. Yeah, this is more important, am I right, guys? Anyways, you got your little just standard toilet. It's very cramped, so you got your soap here. It's not supposed to be a button, it's supposed to be soap. Then you got your sink here. That's literally it. So I think that's honestly a pretty good house, you know? And I made this really cool bridge. Personally, I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, it goes down there too. This is just a lightning tower, or like a lightning thing. It's a spirally staircase, because I'm really good at making spiral staircases. And there's just a lightning rod up there, a little water pit up here. And then I have this, what you call it? I forget what it's called. It's a, oh my gosh, I suck at this. But basically, this is just a farm, base farm. There's some stuff you have to manually harvest, but everything that isn't manually harvestable, I have a button that'll harvest all of it. And it is very, like, build-like. I tried to make it build. And I used up the water here with kelp, so I think that personally looks good, too. Excuse me. I'm going to run inside before creepers blow up my house, which they really like to do. And I personally think the house looks pretty good. I know I did a build battle, like, you know, place, like a whole build battle video about how terrible I am at building. And this kind of contradicts it because it looks pretty good in my opinion. I am not good at really quickly building unless it is very specific situations. But yeah, that's just my house. You know, I don't know if anybody wants survival videos of this. I can. I know I'm pretty far in, but you know, in case anybody does want a survival video. And also, I have a creative world of this because the seed was so cool that I found. So build world, yeah. I gotta build, yeah. So yeah, this is just a cave because I was flying around because I was like, where am I? You know, because I already found most of the stuff. But this is the island that I'm on. I cleared up everything. I have command blocks over there just to clear up everything. But that's an island. Over here is another island. That's just a big. It's kind of like a I don't know what type of shape it would be, but it's like if you took a little bit chunk out of donut. And don't think that this is the only island. For some reason, I've flown all around the seed. There are so many islands. For example, that is a huge. That's like a mega island. I wanted a small island that could fit all my needs. And there's another island over here, and there's a village there and a village there. It's really weird. So slash seed. Anybody wants a seed, that's it. And these are my coordinates right now, but realistically, it's actually down here. This is where my house is. So yeah, if anybody wants to use the seed, which I personally think it looks pretty cool, this is the place. It's just got a lot of islands. I don't know why. But yeah, this is basically where I am naturally. But yeah, so I think that's basically everything. Now I feel like I'm like showing a friend all my worlds or something. Like, what is the point of this? But yeah, so I got this stuff. I also have this world. It's just a world because I wanted to see because I saw somebody do like something called D-tapping or something, where you just like do this, you hit them with the mace and stuff. And I did get pretty good at it. I'm not the best, I wouldn't say. Here, just do that. But essentially, there's a wither to test it on, and also a player with a totem. And before, I used to be able to pop them immediately, but like and kill them, because that was the whole point. You'd be able to pop the totem with the velocity of the spear, and kill them with the mace. But that's just I haven't been able to do it. I've been able to hit them and like do the whole slam effect with the spear, popping their totem first, but they just don't take the damage for some reason. Anyways, here's an example. Like it's pretty useful for like killing stationary mobs. Like you can go and kill like easy things. Because is what I like to do is I do this, and you already see just very shortly amount of time, and it's already taken so much damage. You see, so immediately already dead. That's what I do. So it's really easy. But like I hit the whole. It did even the mace smashes in my subtitles, but it just doesn't apply it for some reason. Oh, whoops! I forgot that it would die instantly. But yeah, so it's just simple stuff. Like this is just a world that I do some training stuff on. Like I'm hitting it, but that's just an example for like if I have something I want to do. Like if I, whatever, you get the point. I don't need to do all this stuff. There's also an ultimate stick. This is another version, but as you can see, that's a lot of whatever. And also that is in fact the dude over here. It has knockback. If you can't tell, it has a lot of knockback, but its lunge is crazy. And you can also hit it. You can also hit like a bunch of stuff with the. If you hit far enough, you can actually do the this attack. Yep, see. And the reason that I do it, that I usually don't have it on some items, is because of that. So yeah. Anyways, it's just some base stuff. Wouldn't say it's like professional or anything. It's just yeah. I don't know why I really made this video. I just wanted to flex all my skills and everything. Anyways, 40 minutes. Jeez Louise. Goodbye. Not trying to sound rude, but goodbye. Nobody's watching this long. There's